Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program, where we dive into the heart of Hong Kong's latest happenings, from the inspirational to the controversial, and even a peek into the future of travel and cybersecurity. Let's get started with today's roundup. In the world of sports, Hong Kong has found a new beacon of hope in Daphne Chan Noxie, a teenage fencing prodigy who's slicing her way to the Paris Olympics 2024. Under the watchful eye of coach Gregory Koenig, Chan aims to follow in the footsteps of Olympic gold medalist Chung Kalong, representing not just herself but the dreams of many young female athletes in the city. Meanwhile, on a more somber note, the city faces challenges with press freedom as Reporters Without Borders representative, Alexandra Bielakowska, finds herself barred from entry, highlighting a new decline in the city's once vibrant media landscape. And as if navigating through a plot twist, Cathay Pacific Airways battles its own set of dramas, struggling to regain its pre-pandemic glory amidst flight cancellations and a pilot shortage. But that's not all that's buzzing in the world. From the empowering beats of Finding Her Beat, a documentary that celebrates the resilience and unity of women taiko drummers, to the intricate dance of international relations and investments between China and the Middle East, and the pressing concerns over foreign interference in Canadian politics, our global narrative is as rich and complex as ever. Each story, whether it's about breaking barriers in music, navigating economic partnerships, or safeguarding democracy, adds a unique thread to the fabric of our shared experiences. And as we venture into the realms of medical science, political intrigue, and the ever-evolving landscape of cybersecurity, it's clear that our journey through these stories is far from over. From the astonishing findings of personality changes in organ transplant recipients to the strategic maneuverings within China's political elite and the potential of generative AI in cybersecurity, the world continues to surprise and challenge us in equal measure. So, as we wrap up today's brief, remember, these stories are but a glimpse into the dynamic tapestry of human endeavor, resilience, and innovation. Stay tuned for the detailed content on each of these fascinating topics. Please keep watching for more in-depth coverage. In the vibrant city of Hong Kong, a new star is rising in the world of sports, captivating the hearts of many. According to the South China Morning Post, Daphne Chan Noxie, a teenage fencer with dreams as sharp as her foil, has qualified for the Paris Olympics 2024. This remarkable achievement not only secures her position as the city's third women's foilist to make it to the Olympics, but also serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for female athletes across Hong Kong. Under the guidance of Gregory Koenig, the city's foil head coach, Chan is being urged to emulate the success of Chung Kalong, Hong Kong's Tokyo gold medalist. With a positive attitude and relentless dedication, Chan is set to compete alongside the city's champions, aiming to carve her name into the annals of Olympic history. However, not all news from Hong Kong sparks such inspiration. Nikkei Asia reports a concerning development regarding press freedom in the city. Reporters Without Borders, RSF, has voiced its alarm after Hong Kong denied entry to one of its representatives, Alexandra Bielakowska. This incident, marked by detention, questioning, and a thorough search of Bielakowska's belongings, represents a new decline in the city's press freedoms. RSF had planned for Bielakowska to engage with local journalists and attend the trial of Jimmy Lai, a media tycoon facing national security charges. This denial of entry underscores the ongoing crackdown on dissent and the deterioration of press freedom in Hong Kong, a city that once prided itself on its vibrant media landscape but now finds itself ranked 140th out of 180 countries in RSF's World Press Freedom Index. Amidst these mixed narratives of triumph and challenge, Hong Kong's flagship carrier, Cathay Pacific Airways, finds itself at a crossroads. The South China Morning Post highlights the airline's struggle to regain its pre-pandemic glory. Criticized by lawmakers for its chaotic management and slow recovery, Cathay Pacific canceled 786 flights between December 2021 and February due to a mix of internal planning failures and a shortage of manpower, particularly pilots. this turbulence has led to discussions about whether the Hong Kong government should take a stake in the airline to secure the city's status as an aviation hub. Despite reporting its first annual profit in 4 years, thanks to a government bailout, Cathay Pacific's ongoing staffing crunch, particularly the shortage of pilots, remains a significant hurdle. The airline, which had to let go of thousands of employees during the pandemic, now faces the challenge of recruiting 500 pilots to restore its full pre-pandemic capacity. Hong Kong, a city of contrasts, continues to navigate through its successes and struggles. From the fencing piece to the bustling airport terminals, and the silent but resolute newsrooms, the city's story is one of resilience, ambition, and the unyielding spirit of its people. As Daphne Chan Noxie prepares to represent her city on the Olympic stage, and as Cathay Pacific endeavors to reclaim its position in the skies, the narrative of Hong Kong unfolds, a tale of triumphs, trials, and the hope for a brighter future. In the vibrant world of documentary filmmaking, Finding Her Beat emerges as a testament to the power of perseverance, unity, and the transformative nature of art. Featured by the South China Morning Post, this film captures the heart and soul of women taiko drummers who gather in Minnesota for a groundbreaking performance. Despite facing discouragement due to their gender, these performers, many of whom are Asian American and from the LGBTQ community, come together to showcase their talent and passion for taiko drumming. Their story is not just about music, it's a celebration of overcoming barriers and the creation of a historic, sold-out concert that resonates with a can-do spirit. Available on global streaming platforms like Amazon Prime Video, Finding Her Beat is a compelling narrative that underscores the importance of community, diversity, and the relentless pursuit of one's dreams. Meanwhile, the economic landscape is shifting in the Middle East, with investors looking beyond oil to technology and infrastructure as new drivers of growth. The South China Morning Post reports on the burgeoning economic ties between China and Arab nations, highlighting the potential for both collaboration and challenges. With sovereign wealth funds in the Gulf pouring over $2.3 billion into Greater China, compared to a mere $100 million in 2022, the relationship is clearly deepening. This surge in investment, particularly through mergers and acquisitions, signifies a mutual ambition to generate prosperity. However, as China and the members of the Gulf Cooperation Council collectively account for more than a fifth of global GDP, the dynamics of this partnership are complex. The question remains, will this burgeoning relationship prove to be a goldmine of opportunity or a minefield of geopolitical tension? On a different note, the Toronto Star sheds light on a concerning issue of foreign interference in Canadian politics. A Canadian parliamentary committee has found that a coordinated campaign by a Chinese diplomat against Ontario MP Michael Cheung constitutes a contempt of Parliament. This alarming revelation comes after Cheung and his family were targeted by Beijing, following his motion to label China's treatment of Uyghurs as a genocide. The expulsion of the Chinese diplomat from Canada last year marks a significant moment in the ongoing dialogue about foreign meddling and the protection of democratic institutions. The committee's report also calls for greater transparency from the Canadian Security Intelligence Service regarding intelligence on such foreign interventions. This situation underscores the delicate balance between international diplomacy and the safeguarding of national sovereignty and democratic values. These stories, spanning from the artistic to the economic and political realms, reflect the complexity of our global landscape. From the empowering journey of women taiko drummers in Finding Her Beat to the evolving economic ties between China and the Middle East, and the challenges of foreign interference in Canada, each narrative offers a unique perspective on the challenges and opportunities of our time. Together, they paint a vivid picture of a world in flux, where cultural expression, economic ambition, and political integrity intertwine in the ongoing quest for understanding, growth, and resilience. In the fascinating world of medical science, a groundbreaking study has sent ripples through the community, revealing that organ transplants can lead to unexpected and profound changes in recipients' personalities and preferences. According to the South China Morning Post, researchers at the University of Colorado School of Medicine conducted a study published in Transplantology, which found that an astonishing 89% of transplant recipients reported experiencing significant shifts in their tastes for food, music, and art, as well as changes in their sexual and social adaptability, cognitive capabilities, and even spiritual or religious experiences. Some recipients even reported encountering new memories that seemed to originate from their organ donors, suggesting a mysterious transfer of cellular memory or personality characteristics through the intracardiac nervous system. While many of these changes were positive, there were also reports of distressing side effects such as delirium, depression, and sexual dysfunction, highlighting the complex and multifaceted impact of organ transplants on individuals' lives. Meanwhile, in the political arena, Nikkei Asia reports a significant development in China that hints at the far-reaching consequences of the country's property crisis. The investigation and subsequent purge of former Chinese Justice Minister Tang Yijuan, a member of the influential Zhejiang faction and a close aide to Xi Jinping, suggests that the crisis has now reached the inner circle of China's powerful political elite. Tang's downfall, allegedly linked to his connections with the troubled China Evergrande Group, underscores the deepening property and financial sector issues plaguing the country. This move by Xi Jinping to investigate and potentially purge a loyal faction member like Tang indicates a strategic paring down of his faction as he consolidates power, despite the lack of transparency and official explanations for such political crackdowns. In the economic sphere, Nikkei Asia also brings attention to the surging copper prices, which hit a 15-month high amid signs of economic recovery in China. This surge reflects growing investor optimism, driven by China's significant role in global copper and aluminium demand, accounting for 50% to 60% of the total. The recent uptick in China's Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, which crossed the 50 boom or bust line for the first time in 6 months, signals improving confidence in the domestic manufacturing sector and suggests potential green shoots in the Chinese economy. The rising copper prices not only indicate a positive outlook for China's economic recovery but also highlight the country's pivotal influence on global metal markets. These diverse stories, ranging from the personal impacts of organ transplants to the political and economic shifts in China, paint a vivid picture of the interconnectedness of medical science, political power dynamics, and economic trends. They underscore the complexity of human experiences, the intricacies of political maneuvering, and the sensitivity of global markets to changes in one of the world's largest economies. As we navigate through these developments, it becomes clear that the implications of medical advancements, political purges, and economic indicators extend far beyond their immediate contexts, shaping the lives and futures of individuals and nations alike. In the bustling metropolis of Hong Kong, a concerning trend has emerged among users of the city's faster payment system, FPS, a revolutionary platform introduced in 2018 to facilitate instant money transfers using just a mobile phone number or email address. According to reports from the South China Morning Post, between 20% and 30% of FPS users have blatantly disregarded scam alerts, choosing instead to proceed with their transactions. This alarming behavior has been noted despite the Hong Kong police and financial authorities' efforts to send out 500,000 warning messages over a span of 4 months, aiming to prevent potential losses which have been estimated at a staggering $77 million. The FPS was designed to streamline the process of money transfers, making it more convenient for users to send and receive funds. However, this convenience seems to have come with the unintended consequence of users becoming complacent, ignoring the very warnings meant to protect them from financial fraud. Adding to the atmosphere of uncertainty, a disturbing development in Hong Kong has caught the attention of international observers. The New York Times reports that a representative from Reporters Without Borders, an organization dedicated to advocating for press freedoms, was denied entry into Hong Kong. The representative was on a fact-finding mission aimed at assessing the state of press freedoms within the city, a topic that has become increasingly sensitive in recent years. This incident has raised alarm bells about the shrinking space for free journalism in Hong Kong, pointing to a broader trend of eroding civil liberties in the city. The expulsion of the journalism advocate underscores the challenges faced by those seeking to shine a light on issues of press freedom and the obstacles encountered in the pursuit of transparent and open reporting. These three distinct yet interconnected stories from Hong Kong and beyond illustrate a world grappling with complex challenges. From the personal financial security of individuals ignoring scam alerts in a cutting-edge payment system, to the macroeconomic tremors caused by inflation fears on global stock markets, and the suppression of press freedoms in a city known for its vibrant media landscape, these narratives highlight the multifaceted nature of the issues facing our global community today. Each story, whether it revolves around financial security, economic stability, or the fundamental right to free speech, reflects the ongoing struggles to maintain balance in a rapidly changing world. The world is full of wonders, and when it comes to public transportation, the term ordinary barely scratches the surface. From the icy terrains of Lapland to the bustling streets of Manila, the Sydney Morning Herald takes us on a global tour of the world's quirkiest public transport options. Imagine boarding a bush plane in Alaska, where the vast wilderness stretches as far as the eye can see, or gliding through the air on a suspension monorail in Germany, marveling at the engineering marvel that seems to belong in a sci-fi movie. Then, there's the maglev train in Shanghai, defying gravity and speeding passengers to their destinations with its magnetic levitation technology. But the eccentricity doesn't stop there. Picture yourself weaving through the colorful streets of Havana in a Coco taxi, or exploring the historical city of Malacca on a trishaw, each ride offering not just a means to an end, but a journey filled with stories and laughter. And let's not forget the e-sleds in Lapland, where the silence of the snow-covered landscape is broken only by the gentle whir of electric motors, or the escalators in Hong Kong, which provide a respite from the city's relentless pace. For those seeking an adrenaline rush, sledges in Madeira and dukus in Singapore offer thrilling rides that blend tradition with a touch of modern adventure. Each of these unique forms of transport not only serves a practical purpose, but also enriches the travel experience, making every journey unforgettable. While the world marvels at the quirky ways we can traverse cities and landscapes, the realm of cybersecurity is facing its own set of challenges and breakthroughs, particularly with the advent of generative artificial intelligence, AI. As reported by the South China Morning Post, Sarah Bird, Microsoft's Chief Product Officer of Responsible AI, shed light on the double-edged sword that is AI in cybersecurity during an HSBC summit. The sophistication of cyber attacks could reach new heights with the use of generative AI, making digital threats more elusive and dangerous. However, this technology also harbors the potential to be a formidable ally in the battle against cyber threats. Microsoft is at the forefront, harnessing AI to empower security analysts to assess and respond to threats with unprecedented speed and efficiency. Yet, the path to integrating generative AI tools into cybersecurity is fraught with obstacles, primarily due to the diverse regulatory landscapes across industries and countries. Bird emphasizes the importance of a holistic approach to regulation, one that encompasses the entire ecosystem and is underpinned by a deep understanding of the technology. The dialogue between tech giants and regulators is crucial in navigating the complexities of AI, balancing its potential to innovate with the imperative to safeguard digital realms. Amidst technological advancements and quirky travels, the world of entertainment brings its own form of escapism and reflection. The South China Morning Post reviews HBO's bold adaptation of Viet Thanh Nguyen's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Sympathizer. With Robert Downey Jr. taking the helm in Park Chan-wook's adaptation, the series delves into the intricate themes of identity, duplicity, and deception against the backdrop of the Vietnam War's aftermath. The narrative centers around the captain, a man of mixed heritage and divided loyalties, navigating the tumultuous waters of espionage and existential crises. Born to a Vietnamese mother and a French father, the captain's life is a testament to the complexities of identity and the relentless quest for belonging. As a spy for the Viet Cong embedded within the South Vietnamese army, his journey is one of constant peril, moral ambiguity, and the search for truth amidst a web of lies. From the unconventional modes of transportation that connect us to the corners of the earth, to the cutting-edge technologies that protect our digital worlds, and the compelling narratives that explore the depths of human experience, these stories remind us of the endless possibilities and challenges that define our era. Whether it's through the lens of a quirky ride, the algorithms of AI, or the poignant tale of a spy, the journey of discovery and innovation continues to unfold, painting a vivid picture of the world we live in and the future we aspire to create. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.